For exercise 22B, we're going to be creating projected views and making a section. So the first thing we want to do is make sure we're in the 3D modeling and the viewport above. And once we're confirmed that we're in the 3D modeling, we want to make sure that we have the 3D demo object that's been provided for us open. And we're going to create a new layout here, which is essentially a piece of paper. So select New Layout, and then we don't need the object here. So we're going to just go ahead and click it within the paper mode and delete it. And then go to the ribbon above and Layout and select the base. And you'll notice From Model Space will appear. So go ahead and click on that object. And as you do it, we're going to make sure we have the visible and hidden lines selected. And I'm a little high with this, but this is what the exercise is looking to do. And if you notice, it'll automatically create the views. So that was the front view, the 3/4, and then this will be the left side. And it's a little cramped, but that's okay here. But notice that it is hidden. Those dashed lines that you see are hidden lines. And so when you're typically making 3D models, it's not quite necessary to show that until you want to print it out. So the next thing we need to do is make a section. And a section is essentially a cutout of an object. So we need to move to the layout and you see section. And we'll select full. And then we'll select the object, which is the parent view. And we press enter, and we want to put this through the line here. So it's a little odd in that when you click through it, you actually have to have the mouse in the opposite direction that you want to go. Essentially, that's where you're seeing it from. So these arrows that you're doing indicate the direction that you're seeing it. And so you actually want this over, so you can just select on the object and move it over. Now, if you notice, it's section A-A. And we are looking at as if you are behind those arrows looking through the object. Alright, so now let's go ahead and we want to put our names on this sheet. And I'm going to have you do something a little different here. So let's go ahead and put our name in a box on the object here. So go to Annotate, and then you'll select Table. And I already did this, so it's defaulted, but you want to make sure that you copy this. I have the column at 1, the column width at 3.5, the rows at 1, and the height at 1. And so I'll put that in the bottom left of the sheet. And I'll type name, colon, then I'll click down to the next row, and that's date, and then we'll type in scale. Now if you notice here, the object is not appearing, so the fastest thing to do is right click onto it, and you want to go to quick viewports here. So here I'm in properties. So you can go through here, but it's actually easier to go through the quick properties. So let's just go ahead and select the object, select quick properties, and then just change the layer, and you can see how it will automatically appear for you. And then go ahead and put a space and type in your name, and then the date. And the scale in this case is going to be 1:2. Alright, so that's in the scale, and you have completed this exercise where you have created the viewports and the section. And I would suggest you play around with this. It's a very powerful tool, and you've completed the exercise.